Hello, everybody. Welcome to Local Hero, my favorite time of the week. It's Congressman Jamie Raskin from Maryland's beautiful 8th Congressional District, calling out to you and wishing everybody a happy Constitution Day today on Friday, September 17th, 2021. I'm headed out to St. Mary's College to meet with the students out there. And also, happy National Hispanic Heritage Month. We're kicking off a celebration of all of our Latino brothers and sisters and the great accomplishments and achievements and contributions of that community. And to kick it off this week, I've got an amazing local hero for you, Gloria Aparicio Blackwell, who is the head of the Office of Community Engagement at the University of Maryland, College Park. She's also a member of the Board of Trustees at Montgomery College. She's a major force in education in our state. And I wanted to celebrate her because of some great successes she's had recently in terms of outreach to the Latino community in the 2020 census. And I want to have her talk about that. And I also want to talk to her about all of her work on raising consciousness about COVID-19 and then just generally about education in our state. But for everything that you do, Gloria, you are our local hero this week of September 17th, 2021. So welcome and congratulations.
Congressman Raskin, thank you very much. I don't consider myself a hero. What I'm considering myself is a member of the community that really want to give the voice to the voiceless, giving the opportunities, sharing opportunities out there, because we have so much talent out there and so much opportunities that need to be share. So for me, being here with you, you are my hero because all the things that you have done, and to tell you the truth, having an elected official that really care about communities, and that is you. So thank you. I'm humble and I'm honored to be in your space and to receive this recognition. You have made my day.
Well, you're sweet to say that, Gloria, but this is how we define local hero on Local Hero, somebody who is engaged in the community, of service to other people, and who keeps us all focused on our highest possibilities as a community. So let's start though by talking about the census, if we could. I know we were in constant meetings with you and you had a strategy. What was the strategy and then how did it bear fruit?
So the census, as you know, in 2010, it really gave us a rude awakening when we realized that the numbers were completely low in many communities, including college campuses, because that was not the idea that, you know, the college campuses the students will be completing their form in some different, in their parents' location. We needed to change that. So when that happened, that's what the University of Maryland took this very seriously. In the past, we did, but this time they said we had to change the way we do this business with the group quarters and another. Because the technology became part of this process, it was easy for us to then transfer information to the Census Bureau. And the key aspect is partnering with the U.S. Census Bureau, because then we had the actual information. We needed to know what the marketing strategy, all the key essential for us to communicate with our communities. So we rallied the students. We had a tremendous committee on campus. We had the president of the university sending messages, how important, and you were saying Constitution Day. This is part of the Constitution. This is one of the things that census and voting is the critical aspect for us to keep our democracy safe and stable. So with that in mind, we rally all our students, social media and all of that. And then we also realized that we don't live in an island. University is part of a community. Prince George's also faced a huge number of didn't receive the resources because of the lack. The numbers were very low in their communities as well. So we engage in the local communities, participating in the complete count committees were essential for us to work together with them, and the numbers start running up. But then we have COVID. And that what faced us to shift everything. We were planning for events, we were planning to knock on doors, we were planning to do all these wonderful things, but we couldn't do it now. But you know what? Technology, regardless of the digital divide, despite of all of that, we were able to get people to come into the Zoom, to come into the Facebook Live, to come into the Instagram Live, and having the message and telling people why census was important. Because census is something that is taught every day and every moment. So for that, we were able to shift the message through those channels, get people engaged, get people involved, and do it in Spanish and do it in all the languages, and connecting the community leaders that every week, every month, we were meeting and trying to strategize how we get this message and how we get people counted.
And none of that stuff had happened back in 2010. So this is a dramatic improvement.
Listen, so now I have around 80 to 100 community leaders in a list that I know that we can activate not only for this particular, every 10 years, we can do so much, because it's about sharing resources, it's about sharing a strategy. And that was the reason why we wanted to meet, why we wanted to have these conversations. What is working in one area could work in others. And what things that didn't work well, we tweak it around and we went and applied in some other places. So that was working together in groups, in tasks, in committees, in teams. So I think that one person cannot do this alone. It has to be with the work of everyone involved. And for me in this case was more about having the support from the leadership, and the University of Maryland was committed to this work. Talking to the community college, they were committed to this work. So education indeed had that component. So that's what I feel that is this a notion of being a convener, being a person to strategize and getting the resources out.
Okay, and then you built an infrastructure that suddenly was very important in terms of COVID-19 too.
Exactly. So now when we face all of this, then we have food insecurity. So where do we do this food drive? And in the food drive, when we were giving the food away, what about having the information about the census? So that was another part, having some flyers around, just standing there, keeping the distance and keeping all the health practices and all of that, and having people to be connected in various languages, because we knew that it was not only the Latinos that we were facing this, that everyone in the community was impacted by COVID and by not having to be counted in previous years.
I want to ask you two final things, Gloria. One is about the diversity, the beautiful diversity of our state. We're one of the 2 or 3 most diverse states in the country. One of the things I've learned on our select committee about January 6th is a lot of the people who came to storm the Capitol and to promote racism and authoritarianism, they did not come from the least diverse places in America. That you would think maybe they came from all white places. They did not. They came from areas that are changing, but they haven't figured out how to relate to the change. And yet in Maryland, we have a lot of change and a lot of diversity, and people are welcoming it and people are celebrating it. And I want to recognize you as one person who's making the political culture safe for diversity, so people don't react in crazy ways. And I want to just get you to reflect about how Maryland is showing the country the way to do this.
You know, Congressman Raskin, one of the things that I'm telling everyone now, and we're having this discussion, is now that we are I think as the 3rd and 4th state in the nation, the most diverse, what a wonderful opportunity for us to showcase, to be a model for the nation in the conversations of all these things about the diversity that we bring, the thoughts that we bring, the education that we can provide, access, opportunities, workforce. There are so many workforce development programs that we are putting together that people if they don't want to come to universities, they can come here and have the opportunity for many programs that can really take them to the next level of success. So this social justice agenda, the social justice concept, the idea of making us to be that we care about each of one of us, regardless of the color, regardless of religion, regardless of anything that is different from us, but we are all taking care of each other. And I think we are doing it, and we can do it even to the next level.
All right. Well, look, but would you reflect finally just about the role that the young people are playing in all of your outreach efforts. I mean, this is not something that's just the university officials, right? This includes students, all of these outreach campaigns you do.
Congressman, one thing I will tell you, the reason why I have been at this institution for almost 25 years is because every year, I encounter with a young group of people that are wanted to make a change. They want to make a difference. When I said that university, I said campus is faculty, it's the students, alumni. They are committed to be going out there and change and be a change agent and be working with the community to come up with the ideas. They are not there to just help. They are there to bring people together, to strategize how do we make the place to the next level of success. And that's what it kept me energized. It kept me going out there. And it is amazing to see the African-American community, the Asian community, the Latino community, my friends, mi amigo, mi familia, they are coming together and say, we want to make a difference. How do we do it? And we want this institution to open and be available and give us the space.
Well, Gloria, for all of your efforts on COVID-19, for all of your efforts on the census, for everything you do every day to connect the students and the faculty and the staff to the community at the University of Maryland, for all of your work here in Montgomery County where you live, we recognize you as local hero for the week of September 17th, 2021. Congratulations and thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you and muchas gracias, Congressman Raskin.
Not de nada.